the normacy of what video games and stories like this are supposed to do for you. It's supposed to take you away and immerse you in a world that doesn't exist here. And the first thing he's smacked with is something that exists in this 21st century. I can see why he's pissed.
I just want to say something to you, Bethesda. Just want to say a little something. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off. Fuck that.
Oh shit.
Bethesda. There is nothing I love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on my PC, fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself, think, oh my god, just think of this world, just think of all the planets I can visit, all the immersive things that I can get involved with, all the fights, all the relationships, all the people I meet, all the places I go. I'm so excited to go there. And you know, I love nothing more than, with all of that laid out in front of me, I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Sorry, did you want to...
That was like the perfect build-up of tension to just complete explosion. Let's hear that shit again.
Just want to say something to you, Bethesda. Just want to say a little something. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones.
He took the fucking headphones. He like,
there is nothing
these
I
things.
love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on my PC,
I hear you.
up a brand new RPG.
I'm with you.
Lose myself, think, oh my god, just think of this world, just think of all the planets I can visit,
right?
All the immersive things that I can get involved with, all the fights, all the relationships, all the people I meet, all the places I go. I'm so excited to go there. And you know, I love nothing more than, with all of that laid out in front of me, I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because we're boring! We're so fucking boring!
No, he is tired. He's done.
We
give him a moment.
See
Hold up.
past our own fucking reflection. That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Western Game Company. Fuck your immersion. Fuck you having a good time. Fuck you falling into a world and just getting lost. No, no, no. Current fucking day.
Let me let it play out. Let me let it play out because it's only 2 minutes.
Boring. You're fucking dull. You have nothing to say. You are a one-hived mind twat waffle.
I love British people in their
That's all
fucking
you fucking
insults.
Are. And you wonder why people are getting so fucking sick and tired. You take everything we love, all our immersions, all our fantasies, all our escapism, and you just can't help shovel your dog shit, fucking crap ideology into everything, every single solitary fucking thing.
Bro. Oh my god. Give him a minute. Give him a minute. That breath at the end says it all. And then he starts the game back again. Okay, now that I got that out the way, I already knew I was going to laugh at this because I love meltdowns. I love rages. I watch shit like this all the time, but it's just funny. But the situation is not funny. So I'm going to go back and listen to the entire thing of what he's saying. And I'm actually going to break down everything that he says. So to tell you the truth, do I agree with what he says? 100%. I do. Matter of fact, I actually made a video about this. It wasn't dealing with pronouns or anything. It was dealing with representation. If you guys want to check that video out, click right there or something above right there. It's going to be a handlebar. But this whole conversation that we're having right now and his whole rage is not just from the pronouns. It's not just like, you know, like he was just happy-go-lucky just for years and years and years. Nothing bad happened to him. And then all of a sudden they drop pronouns into Starfield and all of a sudden he's losing his shit. No, this is a build-up. Nobody gets that mad at something like this if it's not constantly shoved down your fucking throats every single time. And then the one game that he was looking forward to where he's like, yo, I can't wait to play Starfield. I can't wait to do this X, Y, and Z. To not have to deal with this, I get to fucking be in my own world. I get to be on an interstellar mission away from Earth, away from the bullshit. Yes, let's get lost in this world, meet characters and shit like that. It's going to be fun. And then the first thing he sees is something dealing with his reality. I don't think you guys understand how big this is, especially as a creator. I am not going to basically say that his argument is not valid. His argument is very valid. And to tell you the truth, him calling them boring and their whole California echo chamber type of shit that they got going on, he's 100% right. And it's even happening in my field when it comes to creation, you know, like art creation and stuff like that. When it comes to creating stories, mangas, comic books, not animes, but cartoons and stuff like that. There is so much immersion breaking shit to where it's like you're not watching entertainment anymore. You're watching what Silicon Valley has to say and ideologies and 21st century problems and shit like that, all shoved inside your entertainment to teach you about how to become tolerant. Nobody wants to hear this shit. So I can see why he's being this pissed off. And it's so funny to me because before I even knew what he was going to say, I kind of had a feeling what this was going to be about. I haven't even played Starfield. I haven't even been in the menu. I haven't watched no gameplay of nobody playing it. So I don't even know. Was I excited for it? I kind of was excited, but I'm a Fallout person more than I am any other of their games, period. I was a strictly Fallout person. I was a Fallout guy. So if it's not Fallout, I'm not going to get that excited. Was I intrigued by Starfield? Hell yeah, I was. I wasn't super excited where it's like I had to get it the first day. I was just going to wait. I was just going to wait and get it whenever I could and whenever I thought about it. But the thing is, for this person, you could tell he was excited to play this game. You could tell he was excited for the escapism, the normacy of what video games and stories like this are supposed to do for you. It's supposed to take you away and immerse you in a world that doesn't exist here. And the first thing he's smacked with is something that exists in this 21st century. I can see why he's pissed.
I just want to say something.
So let's go over this again and we're going to break down what he says.
There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off.
I love that. Like,
Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on my PC, fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself, think, oh my God, just think of this world. Just think of all the planets I can visit, all the immersive things that I can get involved with, all the...
And you know, it's so funny too. That thing that he just said right there, to hear a fan of my stuff looking forward to my product like this, to where he's like, oh man, I can't wait to get wrapped inside this world with all these characters. You know what I'm saying? Like these intricate stories. Let me get lost in this person's creation and stuff like that. That's something beautiful for me to hear. And the one thing I want to do is to accomplish that goal for this type of person, for that reader, that person who's coming into my world, right? The last thing that I want to do is smack him over the head as a creator with shit that he already deals with on a daily basis. I want to take you away. I want to take you into a world that you haven't been to, a story that you haven't seen. This is something that creatives like to do. And this is why these studios aren't being controlled by people who are actual creators. They're controlled by activists. They don't give a fuck about stories. They don't give a fuck about none of this shit anymore. That's why I made a video called Is Entertainment Dead? It is dead. And this is proving it right now. Just this little thing. It's not just the pronouns. I would love for you guys to stop saying, oh, they're getting triggered off of just pronouns. It's not that. And if you think that, you're simple fucking minded. It's not just about being triggered about pronouns. It's the climate. That's what we're talking about. And that's why he's this pissed off.
The fights, all the relationships, all the people I meet, all the places I go. I'm so excited to go there. And you know, I love nothing more than, with all of that laid out in front of me, I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us.
Absolutely. I agree.
Sorry,
100%.
Do you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because we're...
Let me stop it right there. Okay, let me give you guys an example right quick, all right? Now, do I have a problem with the whole pronouns thing to begin with? To a certain extent, I don't. Because I don't have to deal with it in my personal life. I don't have to deal with it. Okay, listen. Most of the shit that goes on in this industry, I don't have to deal with it in my personal life, in real life. Let me put it like that. When I go outside to go to work or to do, just to hang around people in general, I don't deal with this shit. I don't even know, I wouldn't even know what pronouns were if I didn't have a phone and a computer or if I wasn't on social media. This shit is not that big of a deal in my life. But the thing is, though, when it comes to entertainment, could it work in certain settings? I think it could. And you know what one thing is? I go back to this example every fucking time. And that's why I tell people it's not the pronouns that piss people off. It's that it's so out of far left field in a product like Starfield that is jarring. Let me tell you where this shit will work. In Cyberpunk, right? When Cyberpunk first came out, they advertised it as you can be whatever you want. You get to change up your person because cyberware is a thing. You get to enhance your person being different and shit like that. Cyberpunk had transgenders in the game. You can literally put a dick on a female in Cyberpunk, change their voice to be something completely different other than just a male or a female. And guess what? Nobody batting an eye. Why is that? I could tell you why. Because it fits the narrative. I didn't even think twice. Matter of fact, I would think it would be weird if I didn't see that shit in Cyberpunk. If I didn't see the fact that you can change your mind, you can basically make your character be whatever you want them to be, and do this whole pronoun game and shit like that in Cyberpunk, I wouldn't even bat an eye. Matter of fact, I would think it'd be weird if it would not be in Cyberpunk, because that's the world. Nobody had an uprising and uproar about that shit or even calls Cyberpunk woke. That's how you know people care about stories more than politics. If the story fits the politics, and if it matches to where it's not jarring, to where it's like, oh, the creator just wanted to shoehorn it in there, even though it didn't belong in there, you would not get mad. They're getting mad at shit that's being forced down their throats that don't belong. That's what this is about.
Boring.
And it's boring, yeah.
So fucking boring.
Give him a minute.
We can't see past our own fucking reflection. That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Western Game Company.
And it is narcissism because they can't even think outside their own bubble.
Fuck your immersion. Fuck you having a good time. Fuck you falling into a world and just getting lost. No. Current fucking day.
Yep.
Fuck off.
I love British people.
Boring. You're fucking dull. You have nothing to say. You are a one hived mind twat waffle. That's all you fucking are. And you wonder why people are getting so fucking sick and tired. You take everything we love, all our immersions, all our fantasies, all our escapism, and you just can't help shovel your dog shit, fucking crap ideology into everything, every single solitary fucking thing.
This man has had it. He's had enough. This man had enough. Okay, so the question becomes, since we know this shit exists, what do we do about it now? Since we got that out the way, we got the anger and shit out the way, right? What do we do now? How do we move forward? Is it going to change because we complain about it? Because we yell, scream, do whatever? No, it's not going to change. And that's why I champion creators to do this shit themselves. And this is what I say when it comes to anything that you have a problem with. Do not talk with your money. If you don't agree with it, don't pay for it. If you don't agree with it, don't be a part of it. If you don't agree with it, don't speak on it. Or just take your business somewhere else and create your own lane. That's when this shit is going to stop. I guarantee you people did not buy Starfield and it was related to the pronouns thing, they would change their motto. They have to. But people are still going to buy it at the end of the day because it's content. It's the same thing with YouTube. If there's an issue that's going on, like the NPC chick, right? The NPC chick doing that chirp noises or whatever the fuck that's going on, right? The reason why people talk about shit that they don't like is because they know it's going to get clicks. It's going to make money. And you know what? That's just the climate. That's how it is. But if you really want to make change, if you really want to stop shit like this from happening, from these companies shoving shit down your throat, from entertainment and movies becoming more and more politicized, before representation becomes so far gone that it's just you're replacing every single character with a character that's a minority, the first thing you have to do is to stop talking with your fucking wallet. Stop going seeing these movies. And y'all doing a good job of it right now because there's a lot of movies bombing and the right ones are succeeding. But the thing is, there are still people who will go hate watch this shit strictly to talk about it, and that's the issue. This shit needs to stop. But I agree with what he's saying, though. I agree completely with what he's saying, and his anger is valid. It is valid. It's extremely valid. And especially from a creator, I would. But as a creator, this shit sickens me because it's like nobody cares about making good stories anymore. It's completely taken over by politics. But the only way to stop this is to create an alternative platform where people get to do their own thing. Create gaming studios that are made by people who don't put the shit in there. Support those game developers who don't put the shit in there. Support people who don't put microtransactions in their shit. That's why people bought Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is a testament in the gaming community right now. Even though I don't play it, I still bought it just to support it, because the practice needs to be supported. Once companies start seeing that these other companies are making more money than the rest of these companies, there's going to have to be something that's going to change. John Wick is another thing. People go see John Wick, Equalizer, and shit like that because they don't have politics in it. It's a dumb action movie that we just go see, and it's proven that it brings the bank. All these other movies are failing. Starfield is probably going to fail. The numbers are going to drop off later on. Jesus Christ, Call of Duty's numbers went down ever since they did that whole debacle thing about banning Tim the Tap Man and that other guy. Shit is going to start failing once you start talking with your wallets and your attention. We got the power for everything, not these companies, and we don't have to eat what they serve us on our plate every fucking time. We can go somewhere else. There are different restaurants to go to, or if there's not a restaurant that piques your interest, create one. It's that simple. That's all we got to do. So yeah. This shit is going to keep going on, but I tell you one thing, I never even heard of this guy before this thing, but I guarantee you right now, both sides know about him, left and right. And I think that's a good thing in general. Both like him for both are talking about this guy for different reasons. And the fact that his word got out there like this, like wildfire, and both sides are talking about him, you got the left making fun of him, you got the right championing him, and you got the middle that's just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Either way it goes, you got a lot of people talking about you right now, so kudos to you. Either way it goes, guys, that's it. I'm not gonna talk about this no more. I just find it very funny, and his rant was very funny too. I like seeing rants, but his rant was actually valid. So we gotta fix this. We gotta come up with our own shit, and that's why I'm creating my own shit as well. Support independent people. That's how you get this going, and that's how you stop all this bullshit from happening. So yeah, support creators that you like, and support businesses that are independent, that don't support the shit that the main corporate, climate is actually shoving down your throats. Go support those people instead, and stop talking with your fucking money and supporting these companies that you don't agree with. Go the other way. You have a choice. Peace.
Fucking pronouns.